Yay! What's good? Yeah, Sunday fun day. Hell let loose style. What's up? We've got a little friendly match today. Syndicate taking on VLK, Valkyria. Czech squad, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty good team from what I did. A little research on these guys. I think they play in the the ECL European League, and they're pretty decent. They've got some wins. They're not like a top tier team, but mid and a pretty decent mid team. And yeah, Hell Let Loose is definitely, let's just say, in some weird state right now. Before we even get into the game and stuff like that, I'm so glad that there's people in the community, content creators like Terry Dactyl. He put out this video, and when I saw it, I was like, man, why? I need to do something like that. So if you guys haven't checked this out, Pterodactyl put out something basically letting Team 17 know that we're not happy, and he compared the production from Team 17 to what Off-World Industries, which is the team that's working on Squad 44, which is kind of the side project, because their primary project is Squad. Squad 44 is the thing that they do on their spare time, and they just had this huge release, 1.3 Reign of Steel or something like that, I think it's called, and they came out with something like 40 plus vehicles. I mean, ridiculous amount of content. I mean, we're over here just hoping we get some skins on a Sherman tank for Foy that's not green, stuff like that. So definitely check out that. He cuts them up real well. And I think, they deserve that, that type of feedback, because it can't always be just they've done a great job. We'll let them know when they do a good job, but we're also going to keep it balanced and say, look, you're not doing enough to keep the community happy. So hopefully they do something with that. And I just think there's some things going on behind the scenes, perhaps with Cover 6, because you can no longer find their website anywhere. So I don't know if they're still on the project. My advice, go pay the money. Go get yourself a top-notch AAA studio to develop this game. You're going to ruin a good thing. Second thing I want to talk about is DLC. Fresh Baked Goods came out with a really, really nice video saying this is not right. You're gouging us. You're basically asking us to pay $12 for skins that can only be used on one map, and it's on the British side from what I understand. So if you're playing the German faction, you don't even get to see it. So again, a money grab, very annoying, especially when the game is in the state that it's in. On a lighter side, Mr. Altberg has created a nice video outlining, detailing what comp is and how to get involved. Definitely check that out. I think he did a really, really nice job. I'm glad he put something out like that for people that are new to this whole scene. And also on the line of making Hell Let Loose better. Kaiser MTBB, Extreme Dinosaur player, him and his mates came out with I consider it a really informative, we'll call it a guide on how to fix this game. Like, these guys are the players that get in here and really, really tear apart the game. So if you're looking to improve this game, a PTE session is not going to give you the same kind of feedback that these guys put out there. Check their content out, devs. If you're hearing me, it needs to be addressed, or at least say we're working on it. Give us something to keep us happy, right? While we wait for you guys to fix our beloved game. Also, last and not least, I want to thank Florian for all the seasonal stats that he provides me with, and love him for that. So thank you, sir. Appreciate you. And lastly, hey, do me a favor, please. If you like the content, hit the like button, subscribe. If you like this content, like Hell Let Loose Competitive, hit the notification bell, so whenever I'm going live, you can get that notification. Otherwise, sit back and enjoy. We're going to jump into the game. Once again, Syndicate taking on Valkyria on Omaha Beach. All right, here we go. We have midpoint Vierville-sur-Mer. Obviously the map, Omaha Beach. We have our nodes being built. I'm assuming we're following seasonal rules. So once those bad boys are built, you can't touch those. They're going to generate all your, like you see, manpower, fuel, and munitions. Obviously, they're going to be using the Tiger tank instead of the Panther. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, and the artillery. It's going to be 1 artillery gun. So, regular old seasonal rules. Bebo will be commanding. I will be in Kola, who's a recruit, new guy, getting some trigger time. Another set of nodes. Now, because this is a scrim, I don't know. I try not to ping. I'm not going to ping. Let's go, boys. Have a day.
Hey, Gadarian.
What up?
Saw my DM?
What did I see? Wait, what do you mean?
Don't watch Bear Corps. Bear Corps sucks ass.
Listen, man, you just get a snipe so I can catch that. We need some highlights.
Don't waste your time on recon.
I know.
I don't need him to waste the time. Just catch me once, and that's it.
Yeah, I'll catch you once.
Catch him getting shot once.
Don't even look at him.
Let's get it.
Hey, well, let's go, buddy.
So this midpoint, Vierville-sur-Mer, I like it. Love this. This is the church. It's a very even point. You can just see it's just right smack down in the middle practically. I want to say maybe even the Allies have a slightly better chance of reattacking if they lose, just based on the proximity, because you're in soft cap here with a lot of cover and concealment, whereas the German side is a little bit more exposed. But either way, I think it's fairly balanced. I mean, maybe because off the jump, you know, the Germans should rise slightly before. We're gonna watch our guy poop naked. Hopefully, he can make some magic happen here. Taking us through the scenic route. As you can see, they're already starting to cap. Doesn't look like the snipe was needed. And as expected, German side, Syndicate in the strong point. And I'm wondering if Valkyria is just playing for the recap, trying to set themselves up for a quick recap. He does have satchel. He does have it placed a second too late. Everybody's out. Otherwise, Dagger would have had a lot of kills. Syndicate, a little over 50% capped. And it doesn't look like Valkyrie is even attempting to challenge. So the point on the flip, obviously, Valkyrie's going to replace all the OPs because there are probably in the soft camp and have most likely garrisons along the G line. Everyone's just kind of waiting to re-engage once the point flips in about the next, I'm going to say 5 seconds. And there you have it, officially 3-2 off the jump to Syndicate. Now the game begins. Let's check garrison situation. Always like to see if they've won on the point proper. Maybe anchor that in somewhere in behind the church. We'll keep your eyes on that. Here comes the counter, though. Looks like they're going to come up. Valkyrie's going to come up. Recon flare going out. Looks like they're interested in attacking from the south. Syndicate has their looks positioned perfectly. They expected the counter to come from the south. Looks like Valkyrie's going to need to change up their tactics. To the north, not much going on. So we're just going to stay with this group here and see how they fare. Now, if I remember correctly, Valkyria is a Czech squad, and they're not new to the comp scene. I would say they pretty much play in the ECL. They did not sign up for seasonal. But speaking of seasonal, let me just congratulate and shout out Spree. First time we have a North American team win seasonal, so it's been a long time coming. Congratulations to all those guys. We were stoked. NA's finally relevant, we'll say, like truly relevant. Now that they've got the monkey off their back. And also, I'll also give a shout out to Helios, who finished, I want to say, was it 4th? I think they finished 4th. Or no, my bad, 5th. I think it washed out where it was Extreme Dinosaurs and IR, Infiltration, Chinese team. They were 3 and 4, respectively. And then Helios coming in at number 5, beating, I believe, 116th on Purple Heart Lane Night. So NA, good job this seasonal. And get down in the shit. Now Bullet just holding his lane, holding his line. Just wishing somebody would peek. He's just going to hold this fence line, trying to get perpendicular, and he's got lots of targets. Once Larry and the rest poke their head out, he's just waiting. We got a GBI sighting. Kiss a homie. Want to welcome a couple of the OGs back. Our man Robert. What up, Robert? Fresh off his run with 82nd. Those guys did quite well out there, but did his job, played well, played MG extremely well for 82nd. Just going to hold this line. Positioning with MG is everything, and he's basically covering this entire area where the recon is going across. As you can see, it's just incredibly difficult. Look at that open field. Robert's going to cover that, and I believe we've got Worst, guitarist. Is he on MG today? He's also the other MG, another 82nd guy, former 82nd guy. I believe he's now full Syndicate again. Worst, you got to send me that lower third, buddy. But he's just going to hold the line. MSR all the way down to the Y intersect here, front door in it. one of the Esprit players, Prank, not wearing his tag, but
South.
here is. Jump in there at high speed. Another filthy position. High speed Hilly was one of those who played for Esprit. Ugh, get out of the building, please. So yeah, holding that building, it's overrun. It'd be nice. Syndicate probably, with this group off that spawn from Red Rock, it needs to get into the house where high speed is, so you can slowly box out and push Valkyrie out. So, you know, Valkyries, this is the soft cap for them. They're trying to gain trenches, obviously, and probably have a ton of OPs. Garrison's probably not too far. Probably somewhere tucked away in here, that's my guess. Oh, there it is. You know, yeah, so there's Garrison, front door for them. Yeah, if you can gain this position where we see Myth, or not Myth, excuse me, that's not Myth. Red Rocket. Got Stevie, another Esprit player. AP mine out. Here he comes. Steve's gonna bait him. Here he comes. Does he? Wow, he goes around it. Beautiful. Nice job, Golem. Worse is just being a little rat, and there's one for him. Tell him. Tell him, baby. Coming up the stairs to the left. Got Iron Ranger sighting. Welcome back, buddy. It's been a while. You can see his seasonal stats are impressive as ever. Running the AT kit. Recon flare going out for Valkyria. Now Valkyria is doing a pretty nice job of kind of keeping Syndicate bottled up real nice. They haven't been able to push the fourth point, which is WN70. I mean, we do have an OP, Mike Squad, OGK out there. You always want to put a little pressure on the fourth point just to relieve if the attack's getting heavy. It'll force your opponent to have to reset, meaning redeploy, take some of your forces off the front line, reallocate them to the defensive side. So that's pretty much what OGK is out here trying to do. Maybe do some reconning, spot some garrisons, so artillery, or better yet, even a bombing run from our commander today, which I didn't check. He was commanding today. Oh, I did say that, Bebo. There he is. Commander being in the shit, pretty much. Now, I know that I don't get enough love on these tankers. So we're going to hook up with some of the tankers today. I was reading your comments, and thank you. Appreciate all the feedback. So, as an inf player, I do kind of lean more toward the infantry side. But this is the 76 heading south. Basically, they need to control AA network. I think if you can't push straight in from the south in this network of houses, you're going to try and push in from the south, gain artillery battery, put a red zone garrison up there. If you're lucky enough, stack your tanks and possibly run up from the south. Speaking of tanks, we have got Athens, Na, and Phil. Probably, I'm saying they're probably going to just park it here, just southwest of Saint-Mer. Sur-Mer. So here's your AA battery. This is probably the objective. Valkyrie needs to gain better map control. I think because trying to slug it in through the courtyard here and these apple orchards, they're going to have to go through. I mean, Syndicate does have it lightly defended, and Valkyria doesn't seem to be pushing out just quite yet. So back defense, our guy Bam. It's not a highlight for you, Bam. Sorry, bud. And there, you know what? Shout out to Bear Corps, damn it. I'm never catching him doing what he does best. He's just a real rat, we like to call it. He's just back there with his FG42, 4x scope, trying to disrupt whatever basically he's got going on. But he's basically helping the looks like he's helping the back end. He's got a flare from Recon, Flint Sky, and we'll just edit that out for you, buddy, no worries. Clint with the K98. So back defense can be a lonely job sometime. I mean, this is pretty much what Myth is about to do. Just kind of hang back. It's not a glorious job, but he's unretired. He's back, hopefully to stay. Good to see him again, playing comp when it matters. Now, in the meantime, your boy forgot about the 4th point, WN70. %cap. Syndicate making moves. This is more than just a little bit of a push. Point's been contested. See how. So Garrison most likely. No, that's OP. Just have to wait for the next big spawn. But yeah, this is pulling and drawing all the infantry that were on attack to clean up the back end. Destroying out the Greyhound. Looks like they are going to be able to defend. Now you'll just see the Greyhound kind of just drive around and clap OPs and get the back end for VLK under control. Just going to splash that HE, clear out any rats hiding in trenches. I'm going to say the back end is, for this time, secure. Let's get a kill, baby. Take out the other, looks like the other spotter. Damn, Bear. Tough, man. He was just holding that line. Scotty and Schmilky just patrolling south, trying to. Yeah, there's this. This is the front door garrison. This is a bit of concern. If VLK doesn't get this under control, Obviously, they're going to come south and try and probably come in underneath the WN70. This is all open field. Ronar with the kill. And we're gonna stick with you until we get one, Bear. That's the same guy though, same place. Smoke in Scotland undeterred. Now, VLK's doing a nice job putting pressure, cleaning out the front door.
Careful, there's rock.
Big Daddy. So like we were saying earlier, getting control of this radar tower, very key for VLK. Now snipers just kind of holding the top and watching the back end, but getting a red zone garrison over there wouldn't be a bad idea. Olympus Bob and Tango in a tank. Woo. Just being patient, holding lanes, watching the front door. (7-6) in full retreat. Really doesn't have much infantry support. Running to get repaired. And Hilly ain't going to be able to get him. Question is, does Hilly have one more rocket? Does he have one more Shrek? Now that's a solo 7-6. That's interesting. So he's got no eyes. Hilly's in hot pursuit. Yeah, if he had a rocket, it would have been out by now. He's probably just pinging. Updating his marks. Fox and Hilly not gonna see each other. Hilly, where the hell is he? He's on the edge of the soft cap. Looks like they're actually making an effort now. Looks like we got 2 squad leads in Broken Arrow, or excuse me, Broken Knight, Red Rocket. Make it 3, 4. So Syndicate wanted to push out the 5, maybe establish a deep garrison, red zone, on the border of the H and I column to get in behind WN70. You know, if you combine that garrison potentially with the one on AA, so you have frontal pressure and back pressure. Things are shaping up really, really nice for Syndicate right now. Tango, who's holding that line south. I mean, these guys are about 400 meters apart. 76 needs to be careful. I'm not sure when the sight line for the 76 becomes visible to the Panzer IV. Steve with a rocket from distance. Prank with the level 9 assault in hot pursuit. So 7-6 has definitely been called out. He's just trying to hustle up to where he's got some infantry, which he does. And looks like the peak might happen. Panzer IV has to know it by now. One shot in. Where is this coming from? Could be from Athens tank. It is from Athens tank out there distance. Good shot. Going on Athens with that one. Overly aggressive. 7-6 pays the price. Myth just trying to get on the 6 of the inf. Good job. Get behind your enemy. Trying to basically hook and surround. Kill Squitch with the cap on the OP. Takes down Simply. One time, baby. Lots and lots of trades. Great comms. You know, and this is why I love Omaha. This is just some really awesome close quarter combat fighting. So you get your tank play, you get your infantry. I think Omaha has been slept on. I think it's a great comp match, or comp map for match play. Larry trying to get that M1919 to work for him. German light. Chosen Philly Goose. And nah, I didn't do it. Pretty much the tactic. Get behind the enemy, clap as many OPs, disrupt any chance VLK has of staging or forming a counter, clear out the front door as much as you can. But these guys are just going to go out there and rinse and repeat and do it all over again. Down, Commander. Nice shot, Viking. Now, is this Garrison? Now, I wonder if Viking was able to see from this position before he chucked the nade. Yeah, he had a clear line of sight on that Garrison, so that must have been called out. He must know where it is. Let's find his OP. His OP somewhere. Yeah. So here's Garrison, front door. Dagger's coming back. He's got the level 9. Satchel probably gonna, if he can get close enough to it. Dagger's got Voss. Peeking one more. Is that exchanged? Kiss a home. But I'll say, you know, I don't know much about this VLK team, but they're doing quite well. They're at least controlling their sector, not allowing kind of like Syndicate to bully them in and press the front door completely and let them collapse on top of one another. First bombing run. Way in the distance. Another OG coming back. Robo. For the most part, things are pretty quiet. Let's just take a look up north. Really kind of everywhere. Satchel is on the solo. It's got to be high speed. Down goes the 7.6. That's the second one. Oh, I guess that was the bombing run, perhaps. No, maybe the bombing run was a little bit further south. Right, with the one tap. Get the second. That was Rockets. Nice job cleaning up. Squad leads. Can we get OP? Oh, better than that. We got Garrison. So that's being called out. That's awfully deep to be taken. That Garrison's all but done. Right. All right, we'll get this one. I think he's locked out.
It's a hard one. Help.
So yeah, you got to double up your efforts by getting multiple players. They'll take down your garrison. Those of you that don't know comp, or actually it's hell let loose in general. Nate is out. And a strafing run to try and also protect. We're doing everything. Billy with a nice job. Now, if he had a rocket, he probably could have just blasted it, but he doesn't. It's a long pull. I think it's something like a 45-second pull when you're 2 grids deep, or more than 2 grids deep, I should say. This is three columns deep in the eye. Yeah, Stewart's not going to be able to do much. I don't think he can get in there. Billy takes down. Now, if he had rocket, man, he'd be in business, but I don't think he does.
Got him.
Yeah, you did.
There's an OP ahead of us on the road. I'm nading it. It's down. Good shit.
Looks like grenade. Kill switch takes down OP with the grenade. And they're pressing this front door further and further now. Nothing in the way of garrison, but you've got 1, 2, 3. 3 uncontested OPs. Here comes the big run. Let's run with Rich. Does he see Fox up top? Score 1. Gets that OP. Nice job. Really pressing the back line now of VLK. Syndicate doing a nice job of taking that space. We always talk about, you know, just not sitting, holding lanes, but pushing to allow SLs to move up their OPs, get further into the enemy sector. However, mid-cap pressure coming from VLK. Let's find out. We've got... Is that an airhead? Potentially an airhead. Did I miss airhead? No, we have a very cheeky garrison. Unlocked, I believe, perhaps. somebody was not paying attention on back defense, although nothing was triggered. So it's, well, that garrison was just taken out. It was lit. Syndicate obviously responding pretty well. They have one garrison, the garrison on the point proper is flagged but not locked. Now for VLK, they need to make sure squad leaders don't get killed, protect their OPs, and allow your inf to come in and satchel the church, gain possession of the church. Death Vice cleaning out a whole squad. C's OP, man, he could just farm that. Squad leader probably unfortunate that OP's on the other side. Now also garrison for VLK is still up, marked by command. Now Death Vice is a one-man army, literally just holding us down. Squad leader needs to do something about that OP. Gets clapped, and now if he's down, that's going to be a huge play for Death Vice, and he does it. Huge play. Type of stuff you don't see show up on a scoreboard, but man, that is a huge play. Takes out OP, and he sees garrison. Doesn't get garrison, but definitely, yep, you just heard it. You just heard the call out. Bombing run, potentially for garrison. OP's. Hey, what did we just miss? 70 is 50% capped. This is looking like, yeah, this is going to be in the hands of Syndicate. I'm looking. We don't have garrison, right? We do won't have outside the red zone. That's fine, but there's nobody on the hard cap for VLK, and this is not going to happen. The cap race, they won't win it. This is going to go 4-1 in the next 15 seconds to Syndicate. Our fifth and final will be the draw, which they're primed up and ready. Knight has already got the jump off garrison. This game could end reasonably quick. We just hit the halfway point. Syndicate came out and took the point 3-2 right off the jump. And now with about 45 minutes remaining, halfway through the game, you just saw capped our fourth point, WN70. And you can already see our fifth and final, the draw. Can we get a bear core kill? We're going to stick with him. One death. One opportunity. Get one bear core. Come on, homie. Stand still. He's got targets to the north. mark up top. It's another. Yeah, he's sitting pretty. He can run a streak. He's got another one. Just gonna sit there in the strong point, watch the top. Now, we're starting to see a recap of WN70, even though Syndicate does have a garrison to the north. VLK is rushing guys up off the beach. They gain the trenches. This is important for them to get back in this game, that they hold these trenches. Maybe a nice timely bombing run from the commander. Now that looks like a Syndicate bombing run north-south along the barbed wire. Precision strike, perhaps. Does he have a call out? Whoa, did that just happen? Did we just not just see the Stuka drop a 250 kilogram bomb that just disappeared? Team 17, man, we got some work to do. First thing you need to do is get yourself a competent development team to run this game first. Now this is really hella fight over these trenches at WN70. Syndicate pushing it back in their favor. VLK just got a fresh spawn wave coming up off the cliff edge. This is going to be now, this is where our guy Cola could come in handy and help out. If he's got a call out where this inf is coming up, he can really box out and not allow this infantry to gain the trenches. Now in terms of tank play, where are our Syndicate tanks currently? Got Athens coming up from the southwest. Well, so much for that. Where the hell was that hit from? I'm guessing Athens must have seen that. Great fight for this fourth point. VLK not letting Syndicate get settled into this 4-1. Pushing back hard. Losing a lot of these battles. Syndicate not giving them an inch. Some great back and forth, back and forth. Syndicate has brought their tank up. Phil, Athens, and helping support the push. And we are keeping eyes on fifth and final. So decisions are being made right now. This is where communication is important. How much before you redeploy everybody to defend fifth and final for VLK. They've already more or less lost the recapture on the fourth point WN70, so and here's our wrap. If you can get underneath and And hook under, I'm pretty sure they've got a garrison set up. Really in a great position shooting up. Shrugs off one bullet. He's just waiting. He's got his man. In with the rats. Air Corps from his perch. He ain't going anywhere. He's gonna shoot them all until all the bullets are done. Stevie Money. Let's rock. Looking around. Keep gaining position. Tiger can get to the edge of the cliff and point that, face that gun downward, and spray the beach. It's going to be hell on earth for VLK. OG with the call. I'm sure Iron Ranger, if not, if he hasn't already called. Yeah, you aren't gonna run that one. So the vantage point, like I was saying, if they could probably kite back and forth with the Tiger, shoot downward. So we've got two Tiger tanks sitting on the edge, basically holding the front door down. This garrison to the north is going to be super important if Syndicate wants to close the show. They're getting close to it. You can just feel if VLK doesn't allocate enough to defense and just solely press this front door, got to make decisions quick. Go. The door's not going to stay open very long. And when those tigers rotate up from the south, yeah, the WN70s is going to take a lot more than just infantry. I mean, unless infantry could, VLK infantry that is, get up to this area with satchels, it just doesn't look. This area is too hard to touch these Tiger tanks. These Tiger tanks are free to roam. And WN70 is firm in the hands of Syndicate. So we're going to shift off defense and move a little bit towards. Frank. Oh. From the north. Yep, it's going to be really hard to post up. You have to get in, hide and be in these bushes somewhere. Be completely obstructed if you're going to be an MG posting up. I'm gonna guess that's a Syndicate bombing run. Trying to clear up that cliff edge. Recon plane going up down the H. Now, locked out. Interesting. Where are we getting locked from? Looks like these guys here. Now, VLK's done a nice job of getting behind the point. What a nice job. Now, I'm wondering, is that from OP spawns or garrison spawn? Back defense needs to do a better job of cleaning their back line up. This is what Myth is going to do right now, along with Scotland. So they'll be coming up into your picture pretty soon. Now, this is what Myth does. He free him up to go run. Flex. But yeah, that garrison or OP or whatever they've got going on for VLK needs to be dealt with. So just past the 1 hour mark, 4-1 Syndicate, Omaha Beach friendly versus VLK, Valkyria. Syndicates look good pretty much the entire match. But I will say VLK has been very, very game. They're no pushover at all. Pretty solid team from what I'm seeing. Now Daddy out there just running it. And the cool thing about Omaha, you don't usually get to do this. You don't usually get to lock on. It's not as sweaty. For whatever reason, I'm not... Yeah, he's on back defense and he's... Player going out. Now that's friendly garrison. Air Corps. Needs to take out that MG. Getting wrapped. Slayerith. So Slayerith has this building covered. OGK is going to get in there. Taking down 3. Slay. Got to trade, but I tell you what, this garrison VLK knows all about. So we're going to see a nice little back and forth. Keep control of this front door garrison. Trying to take that top position. And now, Poop, if he can get around. He knows. OG got wasted. He's done a nice job of flanking. Stick with it, baby. Stick with it.
Straight ahead, Feisty.
That's what your recon does. Finds garrisons. Tough sledding. You're going up against respawns. So did see 5th and final flash. We do have a squad leader and Daddy on the point. Now OP, where's OP? Right on the point. Uh-oh. Gonna get worse this position here. Yeah. You're giving him... Come on now. I'll get this shit set up. There we go. The draw is already starting to get capped. There's Daddy's squad. Yeah, this is a problem. I'm not sure where, if they even have garrison. We've got Tango's tank, Tiger on the beach. I think this is the show. Yeah, I think this might be GG. I mean, I'll just have to wait for a fresh spawn. Now, we did see it just get... Was contested momentarily. But you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 in the strong point. About 45 seconds remaining for VLK to get bodies in the strong point. Nice job of actually cleaning up the infantry. Bombing run sounds like a VLK bombing run possibly. Yeah, this is concerning. You've got a tank on the point, so that's 3 plus. That's basically 9 in the strong point. 15 seconds. I think this is GG in a little over. Looks like an hour and 10 minutes. Bombing run. Not anywhere near. This is over. This is a GG for Syndicate. And there you have it. Let's go through the scores. Give Bebo our commendation. And we'll also go through VLK. I thought VLK played really, really well. They're a good team. Absolutely a good team, man. So we're going to hop back in the studio. Yeah, so there you have it. Nice match. I enjoyed doing that. I just love Omaha, first of all. Omaha is like... slept on. I told you before, I love that map for comp. I think it's a well-balanced map, except for the one in the north, that point north, which is just plain old Vierville. Very difficult to recapture, but the midpoint, the church or AA battery, or yeah, I think it's artillery battery to the south. Fun to watch that back and forth action. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Also, let me just go through some of the things that I didn't do earlier. Finally, Team 17 getting called out, rightfully so. I mean, I should have did this a long time ago, but our guy Pterodactyl, put together a really, really nice, we'll say very poignant, very accurate, I'll say, description of what's going on with Hell Let Loose. And he used the Squad 44 update. And I don't recall, it's 1.3 something, but definitely check that out. I thought the guy explained things extremely well. What's going on with Team 17, and actually I don't even know if Cover 6 working on this project anymore. And yeah, rightfully so. The content's just not coming out fast enough, and he points that out. And it doesn't matter how small your team is. I think he was saying that the team on Squad 44 is probably smaller than the one on Hell Let Loose, and they're putting out like this massive update of like 40 plus vehicles and map improvements and all types of bug fixes. So, you know, Hell Let Loose needs to get their shit together. More importantly, Team 17. Anyway, moving on. Again, it's not pile on Hell Let Loose, but I mean, Fresh Baked put out this video too about the DLC, which I thought was just ridiculous. Of all the things they're trying to get a cash grab on, at least make the game a little bit better. You're trying to sell that DLC for like $12 and it's tied to just one map. That's ridiculous. I mean, Squad 44s, you could probably pick it up for what the price of the DLC is on that 1.5 update for Hell Let Loose. Ridiculous. Shout out to my man Das Altberg. This video here, if you're interested in comp, if you like what you're seeing, he really goes over and shows you how to join and kind of like gives you an idea of what it's all about. It gives you the history of Hell Let Loose competitive. Also, necessary plugs, because Kaiser also trying to help out the dev team. You know, whoever Team 17 picks up, this guy's done a really nice job of explaining, along with his guys from Extreme Dinosaurs, on how to help fix this game and make it better, make it more balanced. And last but not least, we always shout out Florian for all the lower thirds, or should I say the information on the lower thirds. All those statistics are from the 2024 seasonal. So there you have it. And once again, I'll say congratulations to Spree. You finally did it. There's finally an NA team up there. And not that Euros didn't respect us. They always did, but now they can't say we didn't win the big one. Well, all of North America salute you guys. Great job. And please do me a favor, guys, if you really like this content, if you're really into the Hell Let Loose competitive scene, right down below, like, comment, subscribe. Hell Let Loose competitive is your thing. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Anytime I go live, you'll get that update. Otherwise, you guys have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your Sunday. Get out there, have some fun, and we'll catch you on the next one. Take care.